Coming up on the Hill, this will be happening a short time from now, a major hearing on the fight for fairness in women's sports. A House Oversight Subcommittee will hold a hearing on proposed rule changes to Title IX that would prevent schools from banning biological males from competing in women's sports. Let's bring in former NCAA swimmer Riley Gaines, who will be the star witness at that hearing when it begins a short time from now. She's also a contributor for Outkick and the host of the Gaines for Girls podcast. Riley, great to have you here. Obviously a busy afternoon for you. That hearing will be underway shortly. What would the dismantling of Title IX mean for young women like you in sports?
Well, it's a lot broader than just women's sports, but in sports, this new rewrite would place the burden of proving that there's an unfair advantage in whatever sport that might be. It places the burden entirely on the shoulders of the young girl. So if a male is competing in a women's sport, for example, they are supposed to present evidence in whatever capacity that might be to the NCAA. And hopefully, maybe potentially, the NCAA might agree, but nowhere in this new Title IX rewrite does it define what an unfair advantage looks like. But broader, this means men could be randomly housed in dorm rooms with women. Of course, men could take academic and athletic scholarships away from women. Men could use and would use bathrooms, locker rooms, changing spaces on campuses. So yes, it's a lot broader than just women's sports.
Really interesting. This has been something that we've seen this current administration pressed on a lot. I just sort of want to bring up the timeline that we have prepared here so people can see what has transpired here. I mean, going back to 1972, this is when Congress passed Title IX, signed it into law by President Nixon. Okay, then you had way fast forward 2016 when the Obama administration said transgender athletes can use the bathroom or the locker room of their choice. The next year, the Trump administration revoked those Obama guidelines. And then in 2020, the new Title IX amendments took effect, largely regarding sexual harassment, Riley. To now this year, when the Biden administration is proposing using Title IX to stop the transgender athlete ban. You are calling this a rewrite of the policy protecting women, an abomination, you call it. What's going to be your message there on Capitol Hill a few minutes from now?
Well, really, I'm going to share my lived experience, the feelings that we felt as female athletes, myself, my teammates, my competitors, when we were forced to compete against a man who couldn't cut it in the men's category, ranking, in the 400s, 500s nationally against the men, to then dominating against the women, winning national titles. Of course, what that looked like from the locker room perspective, the silencing that we faced from our universities if we dare questioned this, or if we felt in any way, if we pushed back in any way. We were told we had to smile and step aside. And that's why I say it's an abomination. I think it's despicable, and I believe it's criminal what they're doing. In the name of inclusivity, and ironically enough, feminism, they're actively excluding female athletes.
Well, Riley, we often catch the White House press briefings during this program in the afternoons here on the East Coast. And this was one moment we were covering it, and our own Hillary Vaughn was in the room. And she pressed the press secretary for the president on what this means for girls. Listen.
To the Department of Education.
Daughters, does he care that girls are allowed to compete in sports without fear of injury? Does he think it's fair for girls to have to compete against biological males?
I just answered the question. It is a complicated issue. It is truly a complicated issue with a wide range of views, There is no yes or no answer to this. It is complicated.
You make it very clear in your messaging. It is not complicated. In your latest tweet, you're talking about this cycling race that happened in Illinois, a women's race where two transgender people took the title of first and second place. There was a woman, a biological woman, on the third place podium. We can't even show the picture because we don't know the picture yet. We're trying to. But you tweeted out about it, and you said two men take first and second at the Illinois State Cyclocross Championships yesterday. USA Cycling has two categories. You say simply for men, two categories for men, none for women. Any woman who concedes and doesn't compete, I will personally pay them the prize money they're missing out on. Stop participating in the farce. Get a last thought on that from you.
it feels like a parody. It feels like a comedy, like we should be laughing at this because it's almost objectively funny if there weren't real consequences, with those consequences being women losing out on opportunities, women being hurt in the process, especially in sports that you have physical contact. There's the safety aspect. That's why I say there's two categories for men. We can expect this to continue if we don't have leaders who are willing to stand with women and if we don't have athletes willing to walk out.
It is something. Riley Gaines, we know it's a busy afternoon for you. We will see you there as you offer your testimony on Capitol Hill a short time from now. Thank you, Riley.
Thank you, guys.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.